Okay, it's Friday. I'm gonna bake something. Apple hand pies. Just because I've always wanted to do hand pies. I've never done that before. Apple pie is great, but why not like little cute pies? Anyway, I'm already eating the filling, but here we go. Oh my god, these were so cute. Also, it got dark out. Fast. That's fall. Oh my god, stop. Look at these guys. I'm so happy with them. Yay. Ah, so cute. This is so fun. Okay. Hello, friends. Hello. It's kind of a dark, rainy day. I thought maybe I would put off recording, but no, why not? Why not? Got a little bit of light left. The days are getting so dark so quickly now in October. It happened so fast all of a sudden. It was hot forever, and then all of a sudden we're turning. Life is just so much lately. Maybe you relate. I've been good. I've been both fine and not fine. I mean, I'm okay, me personally. The world itself does not feel okay, and like just behind the scenes, pull back the curtain. Like, my family is going through so much right now, and I feel very grateful to say, you know, everyone's okay. But it's like maybe you've experienced this where like everyone else feels like they're sort of in a state of chaos, but you're okay, but it still puts you into a state of chaos. That's where I'm at right now. It's been a weird month. Yeah, it's been a weird October. I have to say, like, recording really helps. Like filming, like taking hikes, filming the beautiful fall colors, filming like baking, like just anything that helps me step back and say, I love this time of year. Remember, I love this time of year. It's going so quickly. It always does. So I'm enjoying it, but yeah, like just to let you know, like one thing, like tip of the iceberg is like just the top, because there's so many other things going on. Like my brother, like last weekend, broke his ankle / leg in like 3 places, and like had to have emergency surgery. Like they were worried he was gonna like lose his foot. He's okay, but he's got a long recovery ahead of him, and like been scrambling, figuring out, okay, like, when do I go down to pick him up? Because my mom is in Michigan right now dealing with other chaos that I'm not going to talk about on YouTube, but it's just like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Everyone is okay, but life just is a lot. It's a lot. And I guess that's kind of what I'm talking about today. I'm trying to see the best parts in everything, see how well things are actually working out amidst the chaos, feel how lucky I am. I'm okay, I'm healthy, I'm kind of ending up in a caretaker position, to be frank with you, like dealing with anger. I am the eldest daughter. If you are that person as well, there's a meme that's like out in the world that's like, are you happy or are you the oldest and also a girl? Anyway, so I'm going through some stuff inside of my soul right now, and that's okay. That's how it is. But I'm okay. I'm lucky. Things are beautiful out in the world. Yeah. Anyway, it's actually been really helpful for me lately. I've been reading this book and I just finished it last night. Look at this wonderful edition. Look at how I wore it out, of Anne of Green Gables. I specifically got, yeah, you can see the price on there. It says $7.99 US dollars. Whoa, that's bright. Hello. Yeah. But isn't that great? I love this copy. Obviously there are much fancier editions out there, but I wanted this one because it reminded me of like going to the bookmobile when I was a kid, like in elementary school. It delights me, and I knew that I could like write in it and manhandle it, and I just, you guys, this book. I knew everyone loves Anne of Green Gables, and I knew I was gonna enjoy it at least. I grew up on the 80s or 90s? The 80s miniseries. But yeah, I've seen that hundreds of times with my mom growing up. But I loved this book. I loved it. I finished it last night in the bath. I absolutely sobbed at the moment where you would expect one would sob. Anne has been such a wonderful companion during this time of uncertainty and of boiling anger inside of me. And in this beautiful season of autumn that we're in, it's so helpful to have someone who uses their imagination so much, but also it's such a, I didn't think I was going to talk about this, but it's such a joyful thing this time of year to watch people, and especially women and girls, really love autumn. I think it's so charming. I think it's so sweet. You know, people joke about being like basic pumpkin spice girls or whatever in autumn. And like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I think it's so sweet. And this book is such a celebration of being girlish, girly, making up stories with your friends, writing romantic stories with your friends where like it's all about murder and it's like overly dramatic, and you know, when she's lying in the boat and being sent down the river from her friends, and everything is about how romantic can we possibly be. You know, she longs for a different color hair, you know, all these the sweetnesses of life and of being a girl and being silly, and how much joy that brings to her adoptive guardians, Marilla and Matthew, in this book. I love it. I love being in the presence of sweet people and of enthusiastic people. So it's really been wonderful to read this book, and it's been a good reminder for me to. This is actually something I was processing before all of this started happening with my family in like the last couple weeks, but I was working on my novel and I was really dragging through some of it, just getting like the courage to write these new scenes where I wasn't entirely sure what was going to happen in the scenes. And I watched myself and I realized that I was dragging myself. I was telling myself how hard it was, how hard writing is, how difficult it is, how like drudgery. And I started doing some journaling about fall and what I love about fall and what I foresee in this upcoming season for myself. And it really helped me to think about the romance of the season of fall when you're in college. And if you're in college, you might not necessarily feel this way. I know when I was in college, I wanted it to feel more romantic. I felt like it did to some degree, but of course, as life happens, the older you get, the more you look back and you romanticize it even more in retrospect. But it helped me to think, right, like if I was in college now, many years later, I would enjoy the hell out of it. I would enjoy the hell out of like autumn and the crunching leaves and grabbing a coffee and going to the library with my books and my book bag and those long nights of studying. And of course I can say that without the pressure of being a student, but I love that energy, the magic of working on something, especially in the fall, especially something bookish and dreamy. And I love the colors of autumn, and I don't have red nails right now. I had red nails earlier this week, but like I'm going to paint my nails red again soon. And just all the lushness of this time of year. And it helped me remember, like, right, this gets to be fun. Writing this book gets to be fun. Experiencing the romance of working on a project that you really care about, that gets to be fun. It gets to be exciting, and it gets to be really special. And Anne is such a wonderful reminder of that, of the fact that every moment is wonderful. Every moment there's something that you can imagine it into. There's so much magic for this young girl, even when things are hard. You know, I right after a really hard part in this book, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but right after, if you haven't read it, this book is so romantic in the way that it describes nature, especially. So she's walking. There was a freshness in the air as of a wind that had blown over honey-sweet fields of clover. Home lights twinkled out here and there among the homestead trees. Beyond lay the sea, misty and purple with its haunting, unceasing murmur. The west was a glory of soft mingled hues, and the pond reflected them all in its still softer shadings. The beauty of it all thrilled Anne's heart, and she gratefully opened the gates of her soul to it. "Dear old world," she murmured, "you are very lovely, and I am glad to be alive in you." Oh, I'm crying. Okay, I'll stop. But anyway, it's just a really sweet book. I'm crying. Oh, God. It really tore me up reading this, but I loved this book. And it's really helpful to remember how wonderful it is to be in this world, and that it gets to be fun. It gets to be romantic, and it's as much as we bring of that romance to our lives, that's what we get out of it. And I've been actually really down this last week, just frustrated with things, and yet it is such a privilege to be here, and it's so wonderful to experience this time of year. And this book was so wonderful and silly, and it made me laugh so much. I can't recommend it enough if you haven't read it. If you were like me and it had been on your list for forever, it had been on my list for forever. You know, in many ways, I think about my baby niece. My sister had a daughter this February, and I saw her a lot this summer, and it was so cool to watch her determination. She wanted to get up off the floor. She wanted to crawl so badly. Like, I've never seen like a baby do so much like Pilates. Like, that girl she wanted a strong back, she wanted strong abs, she wanted to move. She wanted to move into the next stage of her life so bad. And she would end up like crying. She'd be so frustrated. She wanted to do the next thing so bad. And you know, in many ways, I was like, I'm so inspired by this little girl, because she is not looking at the next thing as something to be afraid of. She can't wait. She's having so much fun today, and she knows that the next thing is going to be so fun. And I love that energy, bringing that into this season, bringing that into the marathon of writing a novel. Like, yes, this part is exciting, and the next part will be exciting too. And it helps, right? It helps to remember this is fun. It gets to be fun. Living gets to be fun. And there are so many hard parts. At least find the parts that you like and like make a meal out of them. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. And things are good. Things are good. I just it's all about how you face them and what energy you bring. So I think that's all I'm going to say for now. It's been kind of weird lighting. Thank you for your patience with it. But it is October. The season is here. Spooky season. I love it. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.